Today it all starts, the first of 6 on this Super Wild Card weekend, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Buffalo Bills. It's the first of 6 games here on Super Wild Card Weekend, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Now it's Goff off the bootleg.
Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted.
And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
Point after here coming up. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Bills 0.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And they're wisely just taking knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Here's Goff. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Their own 41-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Mayfield.
Pass hauled in by Johnston.
And some room to maneuver. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
180!
Now Mayfield.
Setting up a screen for Judkins.
Will be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Well, it could have gone for more.
An inside run with Judkins.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
What's up? 180. What's up?
They give up the middle. Judkins.
And fights through one man. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
Good. 180. Start.
Once again, Judkins.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Throwing, Mayfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Quinshon Judkins.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 14-0. 14. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
3rd down and 10.
We're good. We're good. 180.
A shotgun snap for Goff.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And the Bills, first down. First and 10.
First down. Here's Scatterby.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Play action. It's Goff.
To the left side into the hands of Odunze.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line.
That's good for the Bills. First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Goff now to throw.
Open man down the field. That's Odunze.
He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
180. Value 3. Value 3. What's that?
Here's Goff. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
There he goes, right side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Alec Pierce, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Now the try here for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points when you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
To throw is gone. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Texans' 40-yard line.
Goff throwing again.
And yet again, it's McLaurin.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts.
That's good.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now gone.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
What's that?
Now a play fake, and it's Goff. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin.
And the Bills are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit, because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, Just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. First and goal, and you throw the pick. Not good at all.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mayfield to throw it.
Right side, he has Johnston.
And still fighting. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Third and 2.
Mayfield looks to throw.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll stay on the ground with Judkins.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. The Texans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. To throw, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away.
Take it at the 37.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, still going inside the 20.
And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
The extra point up and good. And it is 28-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Goff now looks to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Goff going to shift him around.
And the Bills, first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. And now here is another interception. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
180! What's that?
On 1st down, here's Jenkins. We'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
That good for 19 at a 1st down.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
And the Texans are going to have it 1st and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
180! What's that?
Mayfield now. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Devin Duvernay in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes this 35-0 now. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Tonight! Maverick! What's that?
The final shot before break here. Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
56 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up the first down.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
180! What's up?
Mayfield.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now Mayfield.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And that is no good. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 180.
From the gun, here's Goff. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Shell.
Goff now looking to throw.
He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
It's 4th down.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
On the handoff, this is Judkins. He'll take this to the 46.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Set. 180. Start.
A give. Here's Judkins. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times for passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
What's that?
A toss to Jenkins, running right.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
I got to think at this point, third quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even starting to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talked about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Picked up by Javon Holland. He may go.
And they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make some.
Take that pain, pass it down like bottles on the wall. Mama said her dad's to blame, but that's his daddy's fault. Oh, there's no one left to call. You stay up counting down the days till you make your escape, but you're afraid you can outrun what's running through your veins. Oh, you're carrying